Hello everybody, this is GamePro24X, and before we talk about the event, let's quickly talk about some of the things that they added into the game. So it looks like they increased the max limit for the equipment strength. I believe it's plus 20 now. If I'm wrong, it might be plus 15. So now you can upgrade your weapons and gear a lot further, so that's nice. And they also added a new research hunt mission for your exploration team. So now you can send your exploration teams out on these moving singularities. And if you probably haven't noticed, in the game, random wormholes will open and they'll drop stuff. And basically that's what these moving singularities are. That's why all of them contain at least some Kuban energy, along with just a nice plethora of materials, which, looking at some of the rewards, it's actually a nice chunk of materials for your staff to come back with. And to make matters even better, it ranges from an E to a D to a C, and they all take 20 hours. So that's really nice, especially this one right here, where it's just straight up Kuban energy. So if you meet the requirements for all 4 of the rewards, you will end up walking out with 1 million Kuban energy every 20 hours if you have the right supplies and the right team for it. I do not know if there's any more of these singularities if you're at B rank, but yeah. However, it does say 1 out of 7, and the other ones say 1 out of 3, so I don't know if, like, you can only do this 7 times, and the other ones you can only do 3 times. We won't know until they're done, but I thought it'd be nice to mention this. That way you have something else to do while you're doing your base digs. So this event is exactly the same way that we experienced it last time. The Researcher's Story, where we have to use our base digs to earn BP, and through that we go to the store and we purchase all these items. So if you are old and you have experienced it last time, there is some new items like the Moai, the medium and large floodlights for the purple rarity items, along with a stop sign, beware of animals sign for the uncommon items. And it looks like they're still continuing with the whole you can purchase quivers in the events. So if you don't have a quiver, you can definitely purchase one now instead of having to rely on RNG in co-op mode for it. Along with that, we have an opportunity to earn 60 free SV coins through the event, along with some field manuals and an epic weapons case, and some purple weapons and gear cases as well. The epic weapons case is a limited purchase. You can only get 1, while everything else you have practically unlimited purchases. So let's throw some numbers up on the screen here. So the top half of the chart here is for all the base items plus the limited goodies, which is including the SV coins and the epic weapons material case. So if you are a new player, it's going to cost you around 29,500 BP total to get all those items. If you have played this event last time and got all the items last time, you're only going to be expected to earn 23,500 to earn everything. However, if you only care about the base items, for new players it's going to cost you around 18,000 BP, and for the old players it's going to cost you 12,000 BP. So if you are familiar with the event, it looks like each drill is going to give you the same amount that we have earned last time for every other drill the last time this event was around. So completing Base Dig 2 will net you 1,210 BP, and it takes you 22 hours if you are relying on your crew. And I say 22 hours because once you leave your crew to do it, they immediately do the first wave immediately. Then you wait 22 hours, you come back 22 hours, you leave it for your crew again, and it's done. So technically it takes less than a day to do Base Dig 2. And I want to stress using hours and not days, because technically it only takes 22 hours per wave. When people will refer to these drills, they look at the waves and they count those as days. So for example, day 2 takes 2 waves to complete the entirety of it. So they would look at that and be like, okay, this is done in 2 days. Well, wait a minute. Technically, that's not true whatsoever. You do the first wave immediately when you start the drill, then a whole day goes by, and then you do the second wave. So technically it's 1 day. And I put this disclaimer out to remind people that the importance of double checking your notes before you make any big conclusions like this, because once the community is convinced of something, it's very hard to convince them otherwise unless you have hard proof for it. And when this happened, the whole community was pissed for the wrong reasons. So again, I just want to throw this out there to remind people, and for those of you who want to actually investigate this and actually want to do the calculations on their own, to follow and listen to what I said, and hopefully you do your calculations right. So back to the chart, it takes 22 hours to complete Dig 2, which will give you 1210 BP. We don't have the information for Dig 3, so I don't know what it is. For Dig 4, it takes 44 hours to complete, and it'll net you 2,980 BP. Dig 5 takes 66 hours, and it'll give you 5,040 BP. And Dig 6 also takes 66 hours, and will give you 5,400 BP. So when you take the entirety of the event, which is 2 whole weeks, which if you do the math for every day, every hour, so to speak, it comes out to about 336 hours. So when we throw the base digs into the equation, we get this. So if you only did base dig 2, you can only do 15 of those within the amount of time, and that will net you a total of 18,000 BP. I don't know about base dig 3, but you can just fit 7 total. For base dig 4, you can fit 7 as well, and you'll earn 20,860 BP. Base dig 5 can fit 5 of them total, and you will earn 25,200 BP. And on dig 6, you can fit 5 of them, and you'll earn 27,000 BP for the whole entire event. Now, whatever BP goal you're after, whether it be grabbing all the base items plus goodies, or just the base items only, this is what your expected outcome to be, and hopefully this will help you strategize and plan your days out throughout this entire event. Now, all those calculations and those charts were only counting if you only had one save slot and no booster active. If you did have a booster active, you'll earn 3 times the amount, so you grab all those numbers, you times them by 3. On top of that, if you have additional character slots, you can earn essentially double every day. So if you had 2 character slots and you had them both do base dig 5, for example, when base dig 5 is done on both of them, you will have 10,000 BP together because they all count towards each other and they stack. So in conclusion, if you are starting out this event and you are an old player, you will be able to earn enough BP with just one save file alone without any passes or any extra help, and you'll be able to earn whatever you want because you played it last time, you earned the rewards last time. If you're a new player though, there is no way you can do this without any additional character slots or without a pass if you want everything. However, I do have a strategy for those of you who actually do want everything. That way you can get it out of the way. That way you don't have to worry about it the next time it comes around. So essentially what you would do is that you would start your base dig, right? And on the final day of the base dig, or the final wave, I should say, before you start that final wave to complete it, go buy a 1-day pass, which is a flat 200 coins. And once you go and complete the dig, you will earn 3 times as much BP from that one dig after you have purchased that pass. So a perfect strategy would to be complete or do base dig 6 before you complete the final wave of base dig 6. Buy a pass, complete the wave, you'll earn essentially 3 base dig 6's worth of BP, and with the remaining hours you have left, you can do base dig 2 and complete it entirely and earn 3 times as much BP from that one as well. So you can do that if you want, but it's entirely up to you if you want to put yourself through that. Now again, literally you just need to remove like I would say like 6,000 points from the entire calculations if you just want to go for all the base items, which I would just advise doing that if anything. But yeah, so the event in general is very uneventful, but I do hope with all the calculations and the strategy that I have laid out in front of you, hopefully most of you will have a good idea of how to plan your entire event to get whatever you want. And I really do hope that this video has helped you guys understand that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. This is GamePro24X, and I'll see you guys later.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.